Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Next Gen Tech Talk by Nasrun Studios. I'm Jawad, and today I'm joined with Sanjay. And instead of me introducing who Sanjay is, I really would like you, Sanjay, to jump in and tell us a little bit about yourself and give us a little introduction about the double protocol as well.
Hey, thank you for having me, Jawad. Appreciate it. My name is Sanjay Saini. I'm the business development manager for Double Protocol. Double Protocol is an NFT rental protocol slash marketplace where we focus on increasing the liquidity of utility NFTs. Now, these NFTs could be GameFi, Metaverse, SocialFi, Move Toward, basically any NFT with actual use case. As long as there's a use case, we want to make it rentable. So, there's going to be demand for renting as well. And we have partnered with over 100 projects, Decentraland, Cloud City, and a bunch of other projects. And yeah, we are really hopeful and positive for the future.
Great, that sounds amazing. So, in terms of the NFTs and the idea of renting an NFT, can you elaborate a little bit more for every any interested individual who might be looking into this venture? Like, what exactly are the basic functionalities of rental NFT?
Yeah, let's just take an example of a metaverse land or Decentraland, for an example. Um, right now, Decentraland floor price is about like 1 ETH or something, around that, right? And imagine you are somebody who wants to host an event in Decentraland. Let's say you're a project or like a company or a startup who wants to host their first Decentraland meeting, first online metaverse meeting, right? Why would you buy the Decentraland land and host one event maybe once a week or once a month or once a year and not use that land ever again, or just sitting in your wallet and just rotting away, right? Instead, you can rent that land for like a week or two or whatever the amount of time you need, and just pay like nothing. It's like chump change compared to like 1 ETH, and you can pay a fraction of the price, and you can utilize the functions of Decentraland, like fully functions, right? You can take advantage of everything Decentraland has offer to their NFTs holders, but now you can take advantage of it. Once you're done within a week or 2 weeks or whatever your rental period is, the NFT goes back to the owner, and that's it. No commitments, no nothing. So, if you are somebody who wants to rent an asset, or if you're looking to rent an asset, the Double Protocol is a good place to do it, and we are increasing our catalog every day.
That sounds amazing. And in terms of just the real life examples that you've had in terms of successes or any particular case studies that you might would have liked to replicate, what are some of the successful ventures that you've enjoyed while integrating this rental platform within the metaverse? Because I do get a lot of this insight into how metaverse and rental NFTs usually collaborate, and it becomes a whole new universe on its own.
Yeah, I think like we have worked with Decentraland a couple of times. We have worked with like other metaverses as well. As a real life case study, I would like to mention one of our recent partners. It's not really metaverse projects, a GameFi project, but I would like to mention that because the numbers are insane. Just in like the first 3 days, we had about 1,000 rentals, and there's like still like about 300 NFTs or something listed on our marketplace, and I think the possibilities are endless, right? Like this is just the beginning. The metaverse is just the beginning. The GameFi is just the beginning. Now, Spotify is getting into NFTs, and then you'll be able to just like listen to music which are NFT gated, right? Let's say you don't want to listen to the music forever, right? Like, I mean, you don't want to own the music. You just want to like listen
Right.
to it and be done with it. You can
Right.
rent those NFTs, the token gated music. You can rent those NFTs, listen to the music, and then be done with it. And just get the NFTs go back to the owner. So the possibility is endless, right? We can sit here talk about it. Like Netflix is, Netflix, Airbnb, Uber. Like there's so many possibilities, but we got to start small. So we're just starting in the Web3 space with like metaverses, GameFi projects, Move to One projects, but
Right.
definitely expanding in that sense.
That sounds amazing, and really like the Spotify example because it sure up saves up a lot of cloud space for downloads and stuff if you're
Yeah,
just
for
renting and
sure.
giving it back. That's a problem solved. Apart from that, in terms of like gamification of rental NFT platform and then Decentraland and Sandbox and all of these, where do you see double protocol like actually fitting in all of that? I know you mentioned a bit about like working within that, but can you like go a little bit into it for like people to understand that exactly what and how the world is created?
Yeah, like every project or every marketplace have their own role, right? We are not here to take somebody else's role, but instead we are here to build our own role. For example, when you want to buy an NFT or sell an NFT, what do you think of, right? You go to OpenSea or Blur nowadays, or whatever these marketplaces you go to,
Right,
right? We want to be the marketplace where people come to when they first want to rent an NFT. They think of renting an NFT. We want to be the marketplace where they come to, right? At the
right,
same time, we want to have enough users on our marketplace that a project or like an NFT GameFi project or whatever, if they want to look for more users or they're not having enough users or something, they can implement a rental procedure in their marketplace, or sorry, their rental procedure in their game, and they can utilize our marketplace and our users to kind of like have more players and get more feedback to their game. So we are trying to like please both the gamers and the projects as well. And I think we are in a position to do that.
that's amazing. That's really great, and I think it's taking off a lot as well in the last just in the last couple of months within that frame of reference. So that's amazing. In terms of coming to the entrepreneurial side of things, as an entrepreneur yourself, what are some of the key things you think are essential for success in the current market that we're in? Is for any student or anyone interested in this realm. Let's say, what are the five major things that you think are essential for success?
Okay, five major things. I think I'm just gonna ramble a little bit here because I'm not
Yeah,
really
that
sure if I'll
be
get
my
the
guest.
exact bullet points.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
But as let's say like an entrepreneur, right, or like as a creator or something, um, I really think that people shouldn't be scared to build, right? Like if you have an idea, it could be a very common idea in the Web2 space or your regular Web0 space, but the chances are it might be a new idea in the Web3 space. So bring those ideas to Web3 space, right? Bring your regular Web2 strategies, or not strategies, but like ideas and goals to the Web3 space, and I'm sure that you will see some sort of success, some sort of result, some sort of feedback. The Web3 community is insane and they're amazing. Like on Twitter, LinkedIn, they're very, very, very welcoming. Talk to other people who are in the same boat as you are, and you'll be able to build a team in no time. A lot of people here, they are just working with the passion. They're not even like fully invested in the projects these days. They have their other thing going on, but then crypto is their kind of like what they're enthusiasts about, which is completely fine, right? We need both type of people. We need full time, and then we need part time as well, just like a Web2 company, right? Not everybody is, let's say, for example, creating content. They have their regular job, but then they're creating
Right,
content or Web2 games. So there's always two side of things, right? So
right,
don't think that, oh, if you can make it full time, you can jump into this. Yes, you can jump into this, right? So you can jump into it as a creator, as somebody who's building a project, or you can be a part of one. You can join a community. You can, like start helping a community in Discord or something. And I'm sure the project will appreciate that in a long term. And then you might just have a spot saved up for like a future job or something. Anything can happen in the crypto space, right? It's
right.
it's very close knit community. Um, I think I only gave like 3 points, but I was just trying to
Yeah,
think of more points on top of my head. But
yeah, it's
yeah, I would
okay.
love to hear more on that.
That three is good enough for now. We'll get back to you on the rest of the two maybe sometime later. But yeah, thanks. It does make a lot of sense. Don't be afraid to jump in and just keep making sure that there is a spot open for you. And yeah, obviously, I think hybridity works. That just can't be part time, full time. You kind of make it more flexible, and that's what Web 3.0 essentially is. It's more flexible. It's decentralized. So yeah, I think that's a great way to narrow that all in, and I think all the people who are looking into it would definitely take you up on these three things. So I think at the end, what sort of an advice would you give to the newbies entering the crypto market, and the potential red flags that exist? Because we do talk about the brighter side of crypto and the nice side of crypto, like yes, NFTs, minting, all of that, but there are certain red flags that we all see when we observe. So shed a bit of light on that.
Yeah, if you're a newbie entering the crypto space, I would obviously tell to do a lot of due diligence if you're investing, right? If you're entering the crypto space as an investor, hey, I want to buy a couple of tokens. My friend told me to buy this token, so I'm going to buy it. Don't do that, right? The crypto space or the Web3 space is not just buying and selling token, right? Be a part of a community, join the community, talk to the community, see what the actual feedback is from the community about a project before investing in a project, right? Even if you're investing your time, you still have to make sure that you are investing your time in a good project, right? And don't follow the hype all the time. But yeah, it's okay, like I would love to own a Bored Ape Yacht Club right now, right? But you
Who
never know,
doesn't?
like yeah, you never know, there I'm sure there are many projects which are still small and could be the next blue chip, right? So keep an
Right.
eye out for that, and always check the team's background. Most of the times you'll be able to find the team's background on Twitter, and it'll be like, oh, founder of this project or whatever. Read their tweets, see if you can kind of like relate with those tweets, see if that's the person like you want to relate with, or like if they are spreading like good message or whatever message they're spreading, right? So due diligence is very important. I don't even recommend people to like start investing in crypto or anything like that. I would rather them just kind of like join free to play games. There's so many free mint NFTs going on. Go ahead and mint one. Buy some gas fees. That's always advisable, right? Buy some BNB, buy some Matic, buy some whatever Ethereum. Test out these games, test out these free mints, get familiar with the technology, and then jump into investing in those technologies.
Right. I think that's pretty much hits the nail on the head as far as that's concerned. Thank you so much, Sanjay, for taking the time out. I think it was very insightful, and we've had a very nice, fun little exercise into understanding double protocol, and not just double protocol, but the NFT world itself. And obviously, for any potential investors or clientele, just to look out for any essential red flags. Any parting message that you would like to give? Anything, any last words on this current situation that we're in?
Yeah, one thing I would like to end it with, this is again like a kind of like advice to newbies or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Um, Keep an eye out on projects which are building right now and are going to keep building till the next year, because that will differentiate between actual projects with good roadmaps versus projects which are just for a hype and they're done for, right? So keep an eye out on those projects who are building in the bear market, and hopefully try to follow those projects. See if you can invest in those projects, because I think those are going to be the projects which are going to be fruitful in the bull market. So yeah, and if anybody ever needs anything, feel free to hit me up.
Yeah, great. And that's really good. And you guys heard it here first. Invest in the bear market for the bull market that's going to come later. It's going to really help everyone out. So thank you so much again for taking the time out, Sanjay. And I hope you have a great Tuesday ahead of you. And hope to be in touch. And thank you so much again. So yeah,
Thank you, Javad. I appreciate it.
bye.